Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'll be breaking down the new screenshot that 4J Studios released yesterday. And I've set up this whole sort of thing, try to recreate that sort of image in sort of the actual Minecraft, so you can see everything here. It looks, well, to me it looks kind of like the actual image that they released, but I tried to make it so I could break down each individual piece and show you it singularly, stuff like that. So yeah. Let's go through all of this stuff here, because there's quite a lot of stuff to get through, you know, throughout this whole sort of picture, because there's a lot of stuff just in that one picture that a lot of you may not know if you haven't played the PC version before, ever. So the first thing I'm going to go to is the weighted pressure plates. Now you can probably see them. There's one in the hotbar which has been selected on that picture, and there's also one that is gold. So they're gold and iron weighted pressure plates. One has more weight than the other. I'm not sure how many stacks of stuff you have to do to actually make it sort of make the red show up. You can see there when I jump on it, it actually lights it up. But if we just put down some of these, we'll see how long it takes for it to actually light it up. So there we go, it's already lit. I think the iron one is actually more, you know, requires more than the actual gold one, these two here. So if we just do this, and we break this here, and we connect this one up like so, and we do this, jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As you can see, it's still not lit up. It's only one, as you can see there. So the gold one requires less than the iron one just showing you there. Iron actually takes a lot. I think it takes maybe I'm not sure how many stacks it takes. It may take about 10 to 20. It takes quite a lot of stacks. I know I just put about 9 down then, and it didn't do anything at all. But that's what the pressure plates do. They're weighted, and they require a certain amount of stacks of items for them to actually move the redstone signal across to, you know, get to a lamp or a door or whatever. So you know, mobs can't just stand on it and open the door. So it stops that thing from normal pressure plates to, you know, to have a specific weight to open a door or whatever. So move on next. We move on to the daylight sensor. As you can see here, this is right next to this on that picture. So what they've set up here, I'm not sure why they've done this for, but they've got a normal redstone torch, a repeater, and then actually a repeater that doesn't do anything. It's stopped. It has like a line in between it, and this is because of the daylight sensor, I believe. Because if we get a normal repeater, there we go, and we put one next to it, it's fine. If we remove the daylight sensor and we move that, and it's still doing it. Maybe it's because of the you can't put two repeaters next to each other like so. If we do that, it works, but if you put it straight, it cuts it out. Okay, I see now. Put it like that, yeah, it cuts it out. Okay, I see. So it's sort of a stopper for the redstone signal, I believe. So yeah, I'm not that good with redstone, so my explanations might not be that great. So I'm sorry on that, because it's been ages since I've actually done a video on anything related to redstone. So yeah, I believe that's what it is. I believe that if you put one way and one the other next to each other, they will actually you know, cut each other out. So if we put one here and then we do one here, they you know, they work, and you can put a redstone between them and link them up if you want to do that. But I don't believe you can put them next to each other and they will work. Okay, that's freaking me out. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe because it's on. That may be the reason why. Sorry for, you know, messing that up. Because I've never seen that before until this image popped up. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then I did this and it worked, and I'm not sure what it is. Maybe you guys know. Sorry about that. Because I'm not that good on redstone. But we move on to the comparator anyway. As you can see in the image, it's there right at the back. It's not as laid out as this. But in a previous video I did on the comparator, what my understanding is of it, because there's multiple things you can use for a comparator, it takes two signals. So it takes one that's the main signal that goes into the back of it, or the front of it, whatever you want to call it. The back of it, I'm going to call it here, and then one from the side. So what it does is it takes the side one, or it takes a side signal and then minuses the signal that's coming in. So when it does that, it will take 3 away from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should have a signal of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when you turn the third torch off, it will output a full signal, and it will actually make this light up. So that's pretty cool there, and you can see like that. There we go. Yeah. So move on to something else, which is this little track up here that I set up. These are hoppers. So what they do is they take stuff from such something that like a chest, or a furnace or minecart, a minecart with something inside of it, that is. And when a minecart goes past it, there's something called a detector rail or an activator rail. And once they pass through that, they actually drop an item into a hopper. And hopper can stand alone as well, such as like this here. And you can just drop items into it. So if I drop that into it, you'll see there's one in there. And if it's connected to a chest, it will then filter that into a chest. And they can be placed, wherever. They can be placed on the side. I'll just show you now. So we just get a chest. Go that. There we go. And just to show you, so here's a chest. You can put a hopper on the front to it, and you can see the bottom is connected to it. You put one on the side to it. You put one on the there we go, like so, and of course on top. But the way to do this is on PC anyway. You have to sneak for it to actually attach. I'm not sure what they're going to do on the 360 one, PS4, all that sort of stuff. I don't know how they're going to make it so you can detach it. Maybe it will already just automatically do it when you put a chest down, like so, and then you put a hopper next to it. I don't know if it's going to work. No, it won't work. Because on the PC you have to sneak and then hit the actual chest with the hopper, and it will then connect it. So like so, if I just show you here, and there we go, 5 in there. So what they do is they filter through here, so you can put that in there, you can put a hopper in there, and it will filter into the chest. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. And of course with the minecart, it does the exact same thing, but it drops an item from the minecart, one item that is, filters through a hopper and then into a chest. And these lights are here. I'll show you why these are here in just a minute, because they're on the image as well, but some of them are lit up, and I'll show you a reason why they're lit up. Hopefully this is the reason why, that little contraption over there, which also uses a comparator. So yeah, and I'm not sure if they're going to bring in the detector rail and also the activator rail for this to work, because I believe this is the only way that it can work. I don't know if it can just go over normal a normal track and then go through. I think you have to sort of activate or detect that it's running over a hopper or whatever, and it will drop an item. Another cool feature that hopefully they might bring in is something called a dropper, just to sort of bring it all into a full circle. Is what you can actually do is have a dropper above this track and have a hopper on a hopper in a minecart, because they do exist. That is right here, and you can actually filter from a dropper into a hopper, then a hopper into a chest. So we'll just do that. There we go. So hopefully they'll bring in the dropper, and the dropper is the exact same as a dispenser, but it drops the item, it doesn't dispense the item. So with water, we have a bucket of water, and we take a lever. There we go. Should have set this up earlier. Sorry. So you go into here, you put that in there, and then you attach a lever to it, and it will drop it. It won't dispense the water. So if you want something to just drop, you can drop it rather than dispensing it, such as water or lava, whatever, something like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course, these are all the stuff here. They have the minecart of TNT, the chest of TNT, the chest in the minecart as well. Hopefully, all these stuff will come into Minecraft console edition, because it'd be really, really cool if it does. You can also have a furnace in the minecart, and of course what I said before, with a hopper inside of a minecart. So these are all really cool features that hopefully they will bring in. And also the redstone block, which also emits its own redstone signal. Now, I need to redo this now just to see how long the signal is. I'm not sure how long a signal that it can actually dispense. So here's a redstone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let me just get a lamp. There we go. And as you can see, it's got a really long signal. Let's see how long it can go. I think that's a dead point there. Yeah, so it's dead after that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. You can output a 15 long signal. So that's a full signal from a redstone block. That's how powerful it is. And I believe even with a redstone block, it can go through blocks. So if I just show you an example of this, hopefully wood. Is it wood or is it like, I think it's like fences or something. You can go through with a redstone block. You can actually go through certain things to actually make something light up. But of course I don't have a lot of knowledge in this, so yeah, I believe it's maybe with a piston. So if we just get a piston a second, and we put a piston wrong way, like so. No, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we get a redstone block, just a second, and you know, of course you put one like so. Let me just redo this because I'm remembering. So such as an you know, a thing like this, and you have just say a signal here and a signal across here, and of course nothing is there until you have a redstone torch, of course, and hopefully this might work. Is for it to obviously not do anything. So when you have a repeater in here, just building up to it, you have a repeater here, and you turn this on. Obviously, it would go through there, come through the block, and then carry on. But what is even better than that is to literally just have a redstone block, and then you literally don't need a repeater. The redstone block is basically a repeater. It does the exact same thing. So to be honest, I don't even think you would need a torch anymore. You would just, you know, connect it to that, and it would power both sides very effectively. But that's kind of all the knowledge I know on the redstone block. Of course, it has a really long power source, a really long signal, sorry, and of course it can you know, go through sort of blocks, I believe. And I don't really want to show that to look like an idiot, but yeah, I believe it can go through certain blocks such as sand or sandstone and stuff like that. But let's move away from that and let's look at the name tags, because I know name tags were there, and I would like to show you guys what name tags do and how to use them. Also, kind of how to craft them. Not the recipe for the name tag, but how to actually craft a name tag. So what you do when a name tag is, you need actually, you know, potions or whatever. Name tags are normally actually found, so I don't know if you can craft them, but they're generally found in dungeons and stuff like that. And what you do is you use, you know, bottles of enchantment. I think even in a dungeon you might get some. So you get a name tag. We just take a name tag, put one in there, and you can name it whatever you want. Let's do Boris to the dog, and let's do patches for a horse. So what you do is you literally just do what I just did there. You literally put a name tag into a anvil, and then up here you will type in whatever you want. So, you know, such as like that. The enchantment will cost 1, so you know, obviously you take it out there. I'm not sure if you can put anything else inside the plus box because I've not tried that. But if anybody knows about that, then, you know, of course, put a comment down below. So once you've done that, you literally just go up to the dog. I've already done this, but you can go to the dog, and then you can click on the dog, and it will call it Patches, or Boris, as we want to call him. And we go up to the horse, and literally left click. I'm not sure what it's going to do for the Xbox or, you know, console version. Maybe you just tap one of the shoulder buttons or the triggers, and of course you do the exact same thing. So that's really, really cool. There's something else, which are fireworks. Let me just do this. Fireworks, of course, are a really cool feature. The thing about fireworks is there's a lot of the components that go into it. So the gunpowder, paper, and then the actual fireworks star. Now the fireworks star is made up of gunpowder itself, a colour, and also depending on what sort of explosion you want. So you want a big explosion, a head explosion, whatever. There's a list of different things that you can use to then do that. So one's a feather, one's a creeper head, one's a I believe one's glowstone. There's a lot of different things. I'll put a list up on the screen to show you. But yeah, you use them to craft the the actual recipe. I actually put the recipe up as well there with all the different things, and it will then give you a star, and you can actually make the star whatever color you want as well. So you can dye the star after you've made it, stuff like that. And you can also, what's really cool about fireworks, you can actually make a different you can make them different flight duration. So one, I'll just show you examples. You've got flight duration 1, flight duration 2, and flight duration 3. So one just goes up to a little bit and explodes. The second one goes up a little bit higher and explodes, and the third one goes up even higher and explodes. I chose a creeper face because, you know, creeper! To make it easier, I'll just do this. There you go. See, it explodes into creeper faces. This is really cool. This is I do like fireworks. They've been around for a while. There's no sort of I mean, the only use for them is obviously celebrate something, but there's nothing sort of they're not in survival. You know, you wouldn't really use them unless you could use them for sort of a sort of like a not a trap, but to like warn you when if something went off. You know, you could actually fire up a firework and it would explode, and you go, oh, you know, someone's trying to steal something, or someone's trying to break into me, or something like that. You could use that if you wanted to, but you know, it's not a very good thing. You know, whatever. That's what fireworks are and how they're made and what they're used for. They're not really used for anything actually. So let's just let's just stay there. So we come on to the last thing that I saw in the picture, which was of course the beacon. And the beacon kind of speaks for itself really. I haven't really used a beacon before ever. I have no use for it because I don't play survival that much on the PC anymore. I like, you know, going to creative and making stuff. Let's not get into that, but you know, I like doing that. And the way that I've seen how to actually power a beacon is to have 9 emeralds. Now I could be wrong on this because a normal beacon just does that, and for me normally it doesn't power up. Maybe it will change. Maybe it will power up. I don't see a beam coming up. But when you have 9 emeralds, it could just be 1 emerald actually. Let's just try 1 emerald and a beacon on top. Will it power? No. Okay. So it is 9. Because normally when you have 9, it will actually power up. And there we go. There's a beacon. Oh, okay. I haven't used this before. So for me, a beacon was to, when they first came out, was to just, you know, sort of show where your home was, to you know, to come back to it, because a big line in the sky, and you can sort of see it from a pretty far, you know, way. If you were like, oh, where's my house to? Turn around, boom, beacon. You know, but I didn't know that the beacon actually had a thing inside of it, so you can have powers inside of a beacon. So this is really cool. Okay, I didn't know that you could do this. Yeah, I didn't know you could do this. And I guess if you give it money, it will do the thing. So we'll just get some gold. Gold in here. Select one of these. So we'll do speed and done. That gives us 8 seconds of speed. Okay. So that, I mean, I guess it's sort of a way of getting power-ups, quite like on the fly, kind of. Is it just regenerating speed all the time? So it gets to 5 and just re-jumps back. Okay, that's really weird. So you sort of get a power-up all the time. I don't know a lot about beacons. Obviously, the first time they came out, they didn't have any functionality, and that was sort of where I left it to. So I didn't know that they had power-ups inside of it that you can obviously buy by using gold, he said silver, iron, diamond, or I guess, was it emerald? Yeah, emerald. Sorry about that. So yeah, you can use diamond, emerald, gold, and of course iron. So this is really, really cool. I didn't know that this was actually a functionality within a beacon. I really didn't know that. That was it's a pretty cool function there. Sorry about the Xbox going off. But yeah, that is really, really cool. And that is the whole kind of video there in a nutshell. I'm sorry if I didn't obviously, you know, talk about things in a quite correct way, I guess, but I did try and explain it as much as I can and break down the whole thing within within Minecraft on the PC edition from the picture that 4J Studios put out. Something that I totally forgot to show was this. Now this here is a way of using a comparator to actually check how much sort of stuff is inside of a chest, and actually output a signal depending on how much is in the chest, and then turn a lamp on. And that's the reason why these over here in that picture are set where they are. So if I just show you, this chest is full of redstone. If I take some of the redstone out, you'll actually see that the lamp comes on. That's a really cool way of using a redstone comparator to actually check a chest for items and stuff like that. Of course, if you did like this video and it helped you out a lot, or helped you out, on something, because that would be amazing if it did, please leave a like. If you want to see more of these videos when they put out, another big sort of snapshot picture, even keep calling them snapshots, a picture of the latest sort of stuff, put a comment down below and tell me that you want to see more of them. And until the next video, I'll see you later. Bye.